One ethical dilemma example that I have gone through is where I felt like something I wasn't being treated fairly, and I had a very strong sense of it. And this all started back in 2020 when I started working at this office in which it was a federal building with a federal parking spot. And it was in the middle of pandemic, and they were telling us, "Hey, you need to start paying for parking, $20 a month." And then I was like, I didn't see the point of it because a lot of people were working from home, and it was like teleworking on and off. So, but then there was an era where they were like, you need to, and now you're gonna get a citation from the federal police. And I was like, well, I don't want that. So I paid my $20. Fast forward to 2023, they said that we need to renew it, and our contract is gonna get renewed, and now it's gonna be $45 a month. And I just thought, no way, that's not happening. So then, I started asking around. I'm like, who's paying for parking or not? Because I had heard a rumor that there was, certain people in the office didn't have to pay for parking. And I did ask. It was the judges. People would hire jobs. The judges, they had their own assigned parking spot, as they should. They're judges and court administrators and supervisors. But I just didn't feel like it was okay that the staff that probably gets paid less than them has to pay $45 a month. And then they gave me a parking spot all the way at the top with no coverage. So that was one of my biggest issues because my car, it's a used car. And then basically I just refused. And then remember asking some of the people at my job. Some of them said they did, and some of them said they didn't have to because I work with a lot of veterans, and some of them have, they're disabled veterans, so they have the stickers for or the little plates for handicap parking, so they have their own special parking. And then I started wondering, like, let me ask other people from other departments, because I work in a federal building, 14 floors, with Department of Treasury, Department of Labor, whatever, etc. And then basically I asked, and they said no, they don't have to pay for it. And then basically I was just very confused, and I told my supervisor, I'm like, it's just not fair to me that this is happening. And then she basically replied, telling me, saying that it's part of being an adult. And then I was like, okay, thank you for your help. And then so I told the court administrator at my job, and he just said, okay, thank you for letting me know. And he said he was gonna share it with headquarters. And I just stood my ground, and I did not pay for parking, and I didn't pay for parking all of 2023. And then I had to transfer like in January 2024, earlier this year. And at this new office, I do not pay for parking. I did protest to my client, to my boss, to my supervisor, and my court administrator. I did what I had to do for what I thought wasn't fair. And then, I ended up moving, even though it seems like I resigned. Like, I'm still loyal to the same client, to the same Department of Justice. So I that's my ethical dilemma. I just did not feel like it was fair that some people paid and some people didn't. And I just stood my ground on that. And I'm right now I do not pay for parking because I work in a building that is like mixed with other offices, so it is free parking.